Hey, what's up guys, my name's Erupt and welcome back to another Destiny video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a very requested video, just not by me, but by many people in the Destiny community and in the YouTubing community. So what it is today guys, we're going to be looking at some things that can make your journey or your playtime and experience in Destiny that bit more better and just give you some more enthusiasm, or things to keep your mind on whilst playing this game. Of course there are other games coming out around the time that I'm recording this, but it's definitely something that you should still keep in mind. But bear in mind, before you carry on in this video, it applies to both year 1 and year 2 players, so don't think this is just for the hardcore year 1 player that's been playing non-stop, thousands of hours or hundreds of hours played into the game. This will apply to both year 1 and year 2 players, so stick around for that. And hopefully if you tag enough people in this video and share it on Twitter, any other social media sites you have, just tag your friends and show them, and hopefully we can get someone to see this, maybe another big YouTuber. And here's some points that I have just for people that want to make Destiny a bit more better. Later we'll go on into some points discussing what could be added to the game, not what's necessarily bad about it, but some constructive criticism on things that we definitely want to see and could make the experience a bit more better for all the players that log into Destiny daily. So let's look at the first thing I want to say to you. So the first thing I want to say to you is, if you have not got all 3 character slots to 290, then it's a good thing to do, and there's no point really making the same class and the same race again. Just maybe mix it up, maybe be an Exo Hunter, the next time be a Hunter Warlock, make something new, just keep that nice and fresh, and it keeps an experience going. Like, you always want to keep this character build going all the way up, and that's what I'm doing currently. I'm making videos about making new character builds because I'm investing time in new character builds that I never thought I would even be interested in, and it's quite fun making characters from scratch and going on that big journey all over again. Grinding's not even that hard in year 2, so that's not even an excuse anymore. But let's look at another thing, and another thing to do is do all the raids. If you haven't done all the raids, then that's something you need to do, because something I hadn't done before I met all these guys, great people online, is what I hadn't done is done any of the raids. Destiny became very boring for me. I was considering just going to Halo and doing some videos on that for a while until Destiny became something new, but seriously, I did the raid and I fell straight back in love with this game. There's so much more things that I can now do in the game. But let's get on now to the main topic of today, which is some things that need to be added to the game to make Destiny super fun again, not just for me but for everyone in this game. Of course I enjoy Destiny because it's just the game that I've been looking for quite a while. It's got that element of collecting loot and also an FPS, just like my all-time favorite game, Borderlands. So let's look at the first thing. The first thing I want to say is make year 1 raids 290 light level, and possibly then go on to increase them to 310 and 320. Make the challenge mode and hard mode available in year 2. So what I mean by this is, of course, we have the Vault of Glass and we have Crota's End. Why are they not 290 light yet? I do not know. It could be something to do with simply not being able to balance out some loot rewards, but maybe we don't need the loot rewards. Maybe, as Dato said, we could just have rewards in that come from the raids at the same light level that we currently are. Maybe they don't have to come 320. Maybe if we're only 313, they could possibly come out at 313. That just makes sense to have the raid gear the same light level as us, because I don't believe that would be too hard. Change of light levels with the loot drops. I really don't think it could be that hard for a studio as big as Bungie. But the next thing is better rewards in Nightfall. I've heard countless people arguing about this or debating about it and saying that there's just not enough good things that come with the Nightfall rewards. It's the same thing over and over again. Nothing's changing too drastically and no one's really having fun with it. Same with PvP. Many things are always the same, stats are always the same, and there's nothing really going on that's new about PvP. So I definitely think that PvP and Nightfall rewards should maybe be spiced up some weeks and changed, and on reset maybe add some new guns in there that haven't been in there, and maybe every month we could even have new guns added into the loot pool and some old ones that no one really plays with taken out. I mean, if they say they track our stats that much, then maybe they could check out the guns that are least used or the least popular in the community. Maybe do some polls on their apps. That's something that would keep a lot of people interested and a lot of people eager to earn these new weapons. So the next thing is, it was actually brought up by one of my friends, and it's to buff guns rather than nerf them. What's happening in the game is, the problem is we are nerfing so many guns that the main ones still aren't getting nerfed to the point that they're balanced. Everything is just getting higher and higher and higher, but some things are dropping crazy low, and we're not seeing any good changes that make the game a good balanced game. What's happening is we're getting the OP weapons are staying where they are, and then the super OP weapons are being nerfed beyond belief, and then they're just useless to use. There's only a set of weapons that people use, or a set of exotics. You've just got kind of the Ram, you've got the 1000 yard stare, which I know it's a legendary sniper, you've also got Mida multi-tool, and you've got the Touch of Malice. I believe the Zalu Supercell is coming into popularity now for some reason, but there are a lot of things that are not being used. There are only a small set of things that are still being used in this game. Let's move on to the next thing, and it's change stats on faction guns. This is another thing brought up to me by my friends. The faction vendors are just becoming useless. They don't give you anything new, and then when you do upgrade or get a higher level or higher rank in these factions, nothing's coming of it. You're getting 270 light. So what I definitely think is they should change some of the weapons. Maybe each week they could possibly switch the Dead Orbit rifle to the Future War Cult rifle, and there could be a cycle of weapons. New Monarchy, Dead Orbit, Future War Cult could swap who has the primary weapon that everyone wants every week, and that way you could get a massive collection and variety of faction weapons, and it'd keep everyone interested once again in collecting loot and sticking to the point of Destiny. Now the next thing is, I know it's a bit of a complaint, and I said I didn't want to complain, but it's to nerf Sunsingers and classes that are super OP. There is nothing really balanced about any of these. I know the whole point of these specials and characters with their special abilities weren't supposed to be super balanced, and they were all supposed to have things that could completely change the game, but the Sunsinger is just insane. It's got self-res, these crazy powerful grenades, melees beyond belief, and there's also the Stormcaller, but it doesn't just apply for the Warlock. There are some things with the Titans specials and abilities, and also the Night Stalker has some pretty cool things and some pretty weak things at the same time. A lot of things need to be balanced in terms of characters and subclasses just to make PvP alive again. There is nothing really that you can look forward to when you see entering Trials of Osiris, like maybe 3 Sunsingers. It's just not fun, and you know exactly what's going to happen about 4 rounds in. But let's look at my next thing, and that is rotate maps in Trials. So as you know, Trials throughout the weekend or the week has a set map, and nothing really happens from then on. You're just playing the same map over and over again. So what I would say is every game switch map, because switching map would just add a total new variety to the game, and you would definitely have to switch your tactics, which would help greatly in keeping the game alive and keeping you on edge. And the main thing I want to put across is add a new character, Bungie. Please add a new character. There is just so much that we have done with all these characters. Like, for example, the people have maxed out, as I said, maxed out all these characters. There is nothing really that we can do with them anymore apart from collect every exotic, and that's really easy now with the 3 of coins farming, so just add something new. As it happens, I found out that after you killed Oryx in terms of Destiny lore, you're supposed to become the Taken King, not just get a flimsy little sword that barely anyone uses anymore. I mean, definitely if you added a Taken subclass with a new character in, a new race, something cool like that. I'm not sure what new race could possibly add it in. Maybe something, I don't know, it's a crazy idea, but we could maybe like Varix, because he's normal again. Like, well, I mean, he's not normal, but he's not necessarily bad. He's kind of on the good side now. Is maybe have a Fallen kind of character, like something new that we wouldn't really expect. That would just completely change up the game, and it'd make it something new and interesting for people to level up. Like Borderlands did it. Gearbox got Borderlands obviously to make a Krieg, and they had the Necromancer. They just had a bunch of different characters added in randomly throughout the game, and people went back to the game, and the concurrent players just peaked once again to a higher number. It's something that you should definitely consider, and I hope people agree with me on that point, because it'd be really cool just to pay maybe a small amount of money to buy some cool DLC with a new character. But guys, that's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and definitely comment down below what you would like to see Bungie add into Destiny 1. Maybe Destiny 2 will be the game that we've all been looking for, but as I say, and many say, is you shouldn't be able to fix the mistakes of the first game in a second game. Focus on what you have made mistakes on now and fix those mistakes for your community, because there is still a large community, Bungie. You need to see that. I'm not sure why you're ignoring that, because there are so many people that still want change. But anyway guys, that's been all for today. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this on social media for more Destiny tips, tricks, news and updates in the community. My name's been Erupt, and have a great day.